C1music.fm, the familiar. It is your host for the evening, Aaron Robinson. You know how we do all day, every day. And I got my co host in the building, Jennifer Evans. What's good, Jen?
Hey, how's everything going?
Doing
I'm
good,
great.
doing good, doing good. I got my panel in the building. What's going on, panel?
Easy, ready for the show.
Good.
Everybody's ready for the show.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
What's up, Fritz? We on camera today, Fritz. Hop on camera with us, bro.
Sure, for sure.
Yes, so today our topic conversation, our title of the episode is The Pastor's Wife. The Pastor's Wife. So we got a good conversation for you, brought to you by yours truly. Actually, I came up with the idea of the podcast today, and my wonderful friend Catherine Barbara Mathoni showed us some love today. We're helping out with this episode, so I want to give her a round of applause, and I appreciate her for helping me out. So our story is going to be going down like this. Is everybody ready for the night? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I need everybody to stay focused. Stay focused. John, that's our main character for today, John. John is an eligible bachelor and a pastor of a large church. John chose to marry a wonderful woman named Shawnee, despite her not being a part of the church community. Prior to their union, Shawnee had been married to a basketball player who, unfortunately, cheated on her multiple times, which led to their separation. She humiliated her husband at the time because publicly he cheated on her behind closed doors, but privately, she also was engaged in intimate encounters. So while Shawnee views John as a gentleman who is her new husband, there is a disconnect in their sexual attraction, with John being more interested in her than vice versa. The plot takes an unexpected turn while Mike, a rapper, disclosed some startling information about Shawnee, who is now the pastor's wife, during an interview. According to Mike, 2 weeks before their wedding, Shawnee approached him, expressing a desire for some intimate moments, some lovemaking, before walking down the aisle, initially offering $10,000. And Mike declined the offer, but Shawnee eventually offered to pay him $50,000 to have sex with her before she got married down the aisle, 2 weeks before their marriage, to the pastor, might I add. So they proceeded with the arrangement. The revelation on this podcast stirred controversy, leaving many women upset about the secret that has come to light. So the question I want to ask before the panel, if this was your husband or wife, how would you approach this situation? Would you want to get a divorce? Would you accept him or her with their flaws and all? 2 weeks before now you finding this stuff out after you tied the knot. So the question of the matter is, how would y'all go about doing this? I'm gonna start off with my family and friend, Miss Mercedes. Mercedes, if you was in this situation and you found out that not only did your boy he paid $50,000 to get him some cheeks prior to 2 weeks before you get married to him. Would that change the situation for you? Or would you still love him with his flaws and all?
I will be very, 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 very upset. And first, I will communicate and ask him why he did that. And depending on his answer, then I will take my action. But I don't know what to feel. It's so easy to say what you're gonna do, but if you're in that situation, that will really that will be heartbreaking.
What hold on. In this case, you are let's say replacing substituting John, who is the pastor. And in this episode, it was pointed out that Pastor John is way more into Shawnee than Shawnee is into the pastor. The pastor probably was on it like, oh, no sex before marriage. We're gonna wait. I'm a pastor. I'm trying to, do my thing. So on and so forth. So in this case, you're the good girl, and your friend who couldn't wait set it up for 2 weeks. 2 weeks prior to your wedding date. You finally find this out in public, might I add, on a podcast. Just like this, the word gets out on a podcast. So you saying that you would just tell him how you feel and that's it, and then it's all good.
No, it
Everything's back
depends
to normal.
on his reasons why he did that. And it occurred to me that it's like he doesn't love me because he did that behind my back, and he's not, I'm not enough. That's why he's doing that with other girls. So, really,
He said he couldn't wait too. He needed to get some action 2 weeks prior, man. What you mean?
that's not it. That's not the mindset that I want to, my partner to have.
So are you getting a divorce? Are you just gonna live with the
It's the
situation?
divorce thing. It's in my option, but that really depends on how he explained himself.
Wow.
Hmm.
Divorce isn't an option after you tied the
Yeah,
knot,
because
man.
I don't
It's
know
what it
if I can
is.
fully trust him. What if he does that again? Like, once a cheater, always a cheater, they say.
You just gotta pray for him, man. Pray that you could change. That gotta make a change in his life. Ain't that right, Shania? Because I'm coming to you next. What's good, Shania? Talk to me.
Yeah, so I would divorce him.
You divorcing him off the rip?
First, I would like confront him, like get him like to admit if what I heard like on the podcast was true, and if so, I would leave him because I'd be pissed. Like 2 weeks prior, like nah.
Yeah, what happened to forgive and forget, man?
Yeah, you can forgive, but you don't have like to be with someone.
You can't pray for him? Pray for a change?
I'm gonna pray for him and pray for him and his future wife, but nope, I'm leaving.
Pray for his future wife?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
All right. Jenny, what we doing?
Yeah. So did that happen like it's some sort of a bachelor's party? That's why he did that or something?
Nah, he didn't do a bachelor. It wasn't a bachelor party situation. It was, yo, I need something before I get married. This is my last chance. So he paid a substantial amount of money to get him some cheeks before he said you gonna be the last person he sleep with. So he's just like, yo, I need to
Mm.
make this happen. What happened?
Okay, so we would definitely have a conversation about it and ask him about the reason why he did that, his mindset behind it, and I guess I could give him. I guess I would ask for some time off to think things through, and I we'd probably just
I don't understand. What
move
kind of
past
relationship
it
should happen? I could just take time off. How you take time off from a marriage? You
because
married.
yeah, I know. We are married. I'm not saying that we would separate or something. I'm just saying that
So
he
you're
could.
not talking about separation. How you taking the time off?
I mean, cool off or something like that. Because that wouldn't be easy for me to accept immediately and get it off my mind. So I would need some time off to cool down probably and forgive
What you
him,
need?
go past
So you
it.
going so you gonna sleep in the living room?
Sorry,
So you gonna sleep in the living room? Gonna sleep on the couch?
not really. Probably just not talk.
You're not gonna talk.
Mhm.
What does that resolve though? If you're trying to resolve it, what does that resolve?
No, I mean after we've talked about it, I guess that wouldn't be easy for me to accept immediately. Like it would still be at the back of my mind, and I would be thinking a lot about it. So I know, just being human, like I can't easily forgive that quickly and forget about it. So I just need some time.
All right, before I go to the host of the show, I do want to ask this question though. I want to know because 3 people done said that they would pull up and ask and have a conversation about it. But I do want to ask, what could the person say? What would be a valid reason for him smashing? Like, what's there to talk about? Like, you want an explanation to why he did it? I mean, what would be an answer that would be suffice that you would say, okay, I understand? Because if there's no answer, then why are we even having a conversation about it? Like, it happened. I mean, like, you know what I mean? I want to know what suffices. What's a good answer that y'all would accept between the 3 ladies that just said something? Well, my friend here, Shania, says she getting a divorce. It don't matter. But for Mercedes and Jenny, y'all both said that y'all want to have a conversation about it first and see what he says. I mean, what could he say to make it right?
I guess for me, I just want to hear um the logic behind it. Because have why would he be intimate with another person when he's about to marry the girl he loves, and they could just both do it at the same time. Like probably the girl's reserving herself for the man, and they could both experience it for the first time. Why would he do it with another woman? you know
It's not the first time. They both was married before.
oh, they both were married before.
Yes. Does
uh,
that change anything?
Probably. you know
So you be more understanding because he was married before?
mhm.
So you will forgive him then?
I will, but it'll take time, as I
What
said.
about you, Mercedes?
I think
Are you
if I
forgiving?
hear or he's showing remorse and sincerity, I think that's the more important thing to me. Like if I talk to him, then I will know.
And that he could.
Hold on. I want to point something out real quick. All right. I want to point something out. It's not like my man. It's not like my man, or in your case, my man. It's not like my man got caught slipping. Feel me on this, Eddie and Fritz. It's not like we got caught slipping, right? It's not like we cheated and you found out, you went through my phone and you found out, so now I owe you an explanation or something like that. My man paid for it. I mean, like, he paid. It was a payment. It was a payment, a transaction. It was intentional. So what kind of answer are you looking for? Like, I don't, at this particular point in time, if you come to me and say, yo, why did you do it? It was business. It was a transaction. It was a fair exchange. I paid for it. I mean, I don't know what else to say this to suffice. Like, if you got caught, you got caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was fair game. He paid for it. It's not one of those things where you went through the phone and now I owe you an explanation. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, I didn't like. Nah, I meant to do it. I paid for it. Not only did I pay for it, I paid a pretty penny for it. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm trying to understand what kind of explanation that you're trying to get. So host, tell me, is there an explanation that you would exchange for the exchange?
You mean that I would accept?
Yeah, except for the exchange.
Nah, there's not one. I mean, I could see him or her saying or whatever that, since they didn't have sex before marriage, since she was just like making sure, I think she was she have she knew something that was good for her. She was gonna get some good before she ended up committing to something that may have not been as good. That's all. Like, I mean, that's that. I mean, that's what it seems
All
like.
right. So is that justifiable though? I mean, do you understand that logic?
No, no, no. No, I told you. No, I believe like I don't even believe in having bachelor and bachelorette parties like where, like a man is going to a strip club or women are going to strip clubs or whatever. I don't believe in that. Like if you've made the decision to commit to someone, then there's nothing else to look like. You don't look back. It's almost like Christianity. You don't look back. Like you can't drive a car forward looking backwards, right? You can't drive a car in your rear view looking in the rear view mirror. So no, there's nothing that he or she, they could have said, but apparently that was the reason. It seems, but I wouldn't have accepted it. No,
You wouldn't accept it though. So
no, I
you
think.
saying you get
Go
you
ahead.
would have got a divorce?
So, because we talked about it, because it's so public. Oh my gosh, it's so public, and it would take me a while. I would say I would have to. I'd definitely probably be separated unless because somebody she didn't bring it out, the guy that she paid brought it out. So if my husband had discussed it with me and we already knew, then I just got to write it out. Now it's become public and I just got to write it out. But if I'm finding out along with the world finding out, yeah, we done. Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could go through that one. That one's rough. 'Cause it's so public and it's just like, wow. On top of that, you made me look like an idiot. And then I mean, technically, she did cheat on him because they were together.
Nah,
So before we get
no,
married, you cheating on me.
it's not even. I
Mm-mm.
mean, I understand the technology part of it of saying it's cheating, the technical part of it, but that's beyond cheating. You paying for sex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on top of
that's
that.
not just
Yeah.
oh, I was trying to have a quick fling. No,
It's a whole thought
yeah,
out
you
process.
paid for it.
She upped the ante
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
50,000. That's crazy.
Wow. It is.
All right, Red, what you think, Red?
Must have been.
Talk to me, Red. How we doing this?
Yeah, well, it's really hard. For example, we have kids, and then I will just think for the kids. Let's say I will forgive, but I will not forget. Like like what
Oh,
Naya said. And then
hold on. You going against the good book right now. You will forgive and not forget. That is not right. That is not the Christian way.
I know, but as human as we are, if we got hurt, something we think of might be something sinful. For me, just. And then let's say let's say if he was really sorry because as also you said there was no right reason for him to answer that or in a right mind that he would do something like that. I'll say if he was really sorry, I would make him apologize to my kids or my family or my parents or even his family though because we're married and then what God has put together will not be separated easily. And then it's really hard, especially here in the
Oh,
Philippines, because
hold on.
hmm?
That's not what the scripture says. Scripture doesn't say what God put together, it won't be separated easily. That's not what it says.
Yeah,
It don't say easily. I never heard the part easily part in there.
I mean, you know,
Come on, you can't quote a scripture and then quote it wrong.
I mean,
It didn't say
you
easily.
get my point. Yeah. But let's say, I was just thinking for my family though, like that. So, if if
So Red,
if
hold on,
I
Red, I got a question for you. If if you just said that it was a requirement that let's say me, if I was married to you at the time, you said it's a requirement that I have to stand up there in front of everybody and tell why I did what I did.
yeah, if he was really
Yeah, whole
sorry,
family. But hold on. I would say to you, if I stand up there, you got to stand up there with me, and you got to hold
well,
my hand.
I think it's something
Stand
like
up there with me, Red.
it's
Say
for
the marriage.
him. Yeah,
Red, would you stand up? Red, hold on, Red. Would you stand up there with me to say the marriage? You had to hold my hand through the whole thing. Would you stand up there with me and support me in it?
but you already did that.
Yeah, but you want me to stand in front of your family and friends and the kids and anything? Are you going to support me? Am I? Because in order for me to accept doing that, right? That means that you saying that you're going to forgive and forget. So are you going to stand up there, and hold my hand through it all, and console me
I
while I'm
might.
crying? No, you can't say I might. Can't say I might.
Yeah, I, it's really easy to say words, but then when you're really in the situation, it's not really
But if you going
easy.
because while I'm up there talking, you're gonna start boohoo crying. So if you got
Mhm.
you got and what if I get emotional? Somebody got to hold me too.
Well, he did that himself for the first place, so he gotta hold himself too.
Well, I don't know any man that's gonna stand up in front of the family and maybe to the kids and explain to the kids. But I mean, do I even need to talk to the kids? This is before we got married. It's not like I cheated on you while we was married. It's before we got married.
Yeah, but since it was before marriage, so it was really heavy. But then why would you marry me if you wanted that and then pay
I
someone?
but what the host said, it was a situation where
Hmm.
you wanted to get your last shake and dance before you know what I mean. You settle down with the one.
Mm, I don't think that's a thing.
Cat, I'm coming to you, Cat. Before I go to the
Once a
fellas, I'm coming to you,
cheater is
Cat. Talk to
always a
me.
cheater, so we're
What's
getting the
up?
divorce.
I can't hear you, Cat.
We're getting the divorce.
Talk to me, Cat. There's no
He
forgiving.
did
Like y'all wasn't
business,
even married. It's not
so
like
no
he cheated on you when you
explanation
was
needed.
married.
Yeah.
It was a business transaction. So would you have
I
rather
mean,
him not pay and just
you can
cheated?
do both, but I don't want nothing to do with him.
I didn't know what you. I don't
I
know what you
mean,
just said. Cat, say
he
that one more
can
time,
do
please.
both, but I just want divorce. No explanation needed.
All right, gotcha. All right, fellas. I'm going with my boy Fritz because it's my first time seeing Fritz all year. What's going on, Fritz? How you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. Just a bit feeling under the weather, but still good.
Yeah, it's going around, brother. Keep hope alive, man.
Yeah.
Talk to me though. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Well,
What we doing, man? You John, man. You the bachelor. You the bachelor pastor. You the mega pastor. You just found out. And check this out. I don't even want to put your girlfriend name out there, but let's say you found out you got married to her.
yeah.
Let's say you recently got married. Y'all 6 months in, and on a podcast of all places, right? You on an episode right now, and let's say another gentleman is on the episode, and he said, "Yeah, she paid me to smash 2 weeks prior to you getting married." Are you mad at the brother or are you mad at her? Like how is this playing out? Would you want to divorce her? Would you give her forgiveness? Talk to me.
Well, I'm gonna agree with what they said when it comes to being in the situation itself. I think I'm not gonna be able to react or at least respond well if I'm gonna be finding out that kind of stuff at that moment on that spot. Maybe I'm gonna be first angry or mad um, to her if that's something that is a reality. Um, Maybe my initial response would be everything would be over because um if she did that before we're getting married, it doesn't change a thing because if you're preparing yourself to be married to someone, you should be at least trying your best to be pure before that or before you get married. So if she is not going to be exercising her purity without us being married, then definitely I don't have the confidence that she will keep it once we are uh married. Although depends on it depends on because I'm imagining right now what you just said. If she's gonna be paying a lot of money to have guys, or have someone to do that to her, then man, that's
Hold on. Let me go back in time real quick.
sure, sure.
As we read the story again, right? For for Fritz and Eddie, she humiliated her past husband, who was a basketball player. She came from money. She humiliated him and embarrassed him all throughout the public, talking about how he cheated behind her back and everything. All the while, the same dude that she was paying to smash before you got married, it's the same dude she was paying to smash while she was in the relationship with my man that was the basketball player. So she got a history of she got a running tab with my man. So my question to you is, she been doing this for a minute. This not brand new to her. She was doing it when she was with the basketball player, and probably was doing it out of anger or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, what is done is done. So I'm saying, Eddie, for you, does that change anything? Is it
No,
all good? Are you still giving her grace?
no,
No grace.
no, not at all. Actually, mine is very straightforward.
Not,
I'll definitely
hold on,
forgive
hold on,
her.
hold on. Not at all, man. This the person
Not at all.
you love, man.
No.
You can't forgive.
No, no. I will. I'll. First of all, I'll forgive. I don't know whether I'll be able to forget. No, but definitely, I'm divorcing her. Yeah, definitely.
It's a
Definitely.
definite.
I mean, men handle cheating, not very well. So, I mean, yeah, she'd do it again anyway.
My man, what are we saying? What about forgive and forget, man? What about, you know what I mean? Let me ask you.
Like I said, I'll
Hold on,
forgive and I'll
hold on,
forget, but
Eddie
I'll
and
still
Fritz.
divorce.
Eddie and Fritz. I gotta hit you with this one. Eddie and Fritz. What would Jesus do? You got cut face. What would Jesus do? Come on, cuz. What would Jesus do?
If those of you
I don't know. The Bible says you can put someone
those of
away
you
for
that,
that.
that
You can divorce someone for cheating.
Well, what would
Exactly,
Jesus
yeah.
do? What would Jesus do?
Probably
I don't
forgive.
know. Just
yeah,
saying.
Jesus
those
would
of
give
you
her a
who
hug.
did not sin, pick up
Jesus
a
would give her a
stone,
hug.
pick a
And say, your sins have been forgiven. Go in peace. Jesus would give her a hug and say, your sins have been forgiven. Go in peace.
Yeah, but that if we're gonna
Go
be
in
talking
Operative
peace.
about
word go.
pride,
Operative.
Go
There
go
you go.
in peace.
Operative word go. There you go, Eddie. I said the same thing.
Go in peace.
Go in peace.
Yeah, go in peace. Yeah.
Oh man, go in peace. Oh man. So everybody's saying that they all right, so let me make sure I get this right. Um Red, Jen, and Mercedes have all said that they are not getting a divorce. They are looking for a way to fight for their marriage and forgive the person at some sort of appeal. Host Jen said that she's getting a divorce. She's out. And Eddie, Fritz, and Shania and Kathy both all said y'all getting a divorce. Okay. Hmm. This is not good. So I got 3 for saving the family, and I got 4, 5, 4, 5 that said
How about you,
no
though?
to love.
What's your stand? Yeah.
How about me? I'm gonna do what Jesus did.
Jesus was never married.
Say that again. Peace the word. Say nah. I'm married, but I would do what Jesus did. What Jesus would do. Say it for me, Mercedes. You I said it already. I'll give her a hug,
And say you're
and
forgiven,
what I
go
would
in
tell her,
peace. Is it
go in
go in
peace.
peace with you or with all by herself? Just-
Go in,
Or rest in
the
peace.
word is direct.
Go with
The
God.
word, the word, the word is it's straight and narrow. Go in peace. The word hasn't altered or changed at any point in time in the message. Go in peace. Jesus didn't say, "Come with me." He said, "Go in peace." So I gotta agree with my brother. Said, "Go in peace," and Cuzzo, I gotta say, "Go in peace." Unfortunately, go in peace. Now, here's my question to you. I'm coming to the fellas first. All right, the rapper Mike in this situation. Do you got beef with him? Because he the one exposing all this. Like, what's the agenda behind him exposing it? Like, what do you think the issue is? Because would you have beef with him, or would you let him ride because he got paid to do his thing? Like, you know what I mean? He spent 50 racks. So would you be mad? Would you be mad at him? Like, if you seen him, what if he came to your church? You the pastor, you on stage, and you recognize him. Like, wait, do you address that situation? Do y'all want to talk to you? Like, how's this playing out? Talk to me.
I'm gonna go with the saying that if it can be destroyed by the truth, then let it be destroyed by the truth. I'm gonna be, of course, devastated, but um, in a sense, thankful because truth revealed is always truth revealed. Like you can't change that. That's reality. Um,
So you gonna go up to him and hug him and tell him to go in peace as well?
yeah, if I can do that, then he shed a light on a greater reality or something hidden that needs to be found out. So
My man, go in peace. That should have been the name of this podcast. Go in
go in
peace.
peace.
All right, hold on. Ed, so you are you saying the same thing?
Mm, yeah, sort of. I wouldn't be mad at Mike, but as well, I wouldn't be happy with Mike. But I wouldn't hug him. Definitely no, I wouldn't hug him. And again, I wouldn't want him to be in my church if I'm the pastor. I'd prefer he not come.
You gonna get him escorted out?
No, I wouldn't. I'll try find a way of making sure he doesn't come to my church.
You got ill intent, man. You in a pulpit. You can't be doing that, man.
I'm still human. I mean,
You always got to do what Jesus would do, man.
I'd love to do what Jesus will do, but
Go in peace.
again,
What we learned this weekend, Mercedes, seek peace at all
Pursue it.
times. Pursue peace. The Bible talks about pursuing peace.
yeah, but it's not easy.
We didn't say he never said it's going. Doing the right thing is always not easy, man. I say that all the time. All right, but
This
hold
is
on,
not
hold on,
just
hold
a
on,
right
hold on, hold on, hold
thing.
on. I got a different question for the ladies though, cause I want you to answer this first, host Jen. All right, you go to this church. Pastor John is your pastor. His wife, yeah, all of this is exposed. Would you still support your first lady? The first lady.
I mean, uh, in what way would I be supporting her? I mean, am I supporting her
Like, what are you
essentially
doing?
by still attending?
Yeah. Are you
Huh?
going to leave the church? I mean, that's your first lady. She's the head. She's your head at the church.
Okay, so I mean, I know this situation, and I wouldn't be really too happy with the fact that he married her, knowing her background, knowing what she does in the present. Um, so if I was still at the church, then I would just go on. I
So
mean,
you leaving the church?
yeah, no. I mean, if I still like, I feel sorry for the pastor. I would think he made a decision more from his heart than his head, and if I was already there and it stayed past them getting married, then I wouldn't see a reason for me to leave because of that. I mean, I already
Supporting your
knew
first.
she, yeah. Huh?
So you supporting the first lady?
Is that what it means for me to just continue to go there?
Yeah,
What? I'm supporting the
and the
pastor.
first lady. They're one.
No, I think I think he's
Nah,
gonna
man.
leave. He's gonna
What
leave
Red
her.
said earlier, what God has put together, let no man separate.
It's put asunder, but
You know what
okay.
I mean, man. Come on, but you know what I
Yes,
mean. You know the word.
yes.
Don't put it on
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
going right.
say man, what man does doesn't surprise me. So I don't put my faith in man, I put my faith in God. So like I said, if I was still there, if I was there through their marriage, because I wouldn't be happy about their marriage. I would go ahead and stay with this and just ride it out.
So again, you are supporting your first
Yeah.
lady.
I guess I'm supporting her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
I'd
cool.
ride it out. If he's stuck by her side, I'm gonna stick it.
All right, Shanae, are you supporting your first lady?
Yeah, I wouldn't like leave the church because I don't believe the pastor did anything wrong. It was his wife. And you say what God puts, no man can separate it. So I guess
Hold
that
on, hold on,
means that I'll be
hold on.
supporting her.
Hold on, hold on. I gotta, hold on. I gotta hit you with this one right here. Hold on. Gotta bring that back. Yo, you just quoted the scripture for yourself, and you was one of the main ones that said you was getting a divorce.
Yeah, I would get a divorce.
But then how you gonna put that scripture, put that in the air, that scripture in the air, and you saying you're gonna get a divorce?
Yeah, I would personally get a divorce because God would just have to understand me. But if other people
Hold
like,
on, hold on. Bring that back again. Run that back. God have to understand you.
yeah, because I don't think I can like live with such a person.
But you will support your pastor and first lady.
Yeah. hmm
You don't find that to be hypocritical.
If he has decided to keep her like as his wife, there's nothing I can do, and
So you would support your first lady.
so I'd support my pastor who's supporting his first lady. So,
But she's your first lady too. So you'll be supporting her as well.
well, okay, but
So when she's having a woman conference, you're gonna be there.
no,
Yes, you are. You supporting your pastor when he and you supporting your church as a church family. She's part of your church family. So if she holds woman conference and she's trying to teach you how to be a godly woman, you're gonna be there listening to her.
okay, if that's the case, then I guess I'd leave the church because that would be dumb, like for someone to.
Yo, look how the switch up happened so fast, yo. That switch up happened fast. First you were supporting, now you leaving the church.
Yeah, if I have to attend the women conference, I just have to leave that church.
Not only do you hold on, Shanae. Not only do you have to attend the women's conference, you gotta pay to attend the women's conference. $100 a ticket.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Ah, that's bad. Red, you leaving? Are you supporting your first lady?
Um, well, actually, in church, we always say, you worship God, not people. So, when I go to that church, I'm going to worship God and not the First Lady. So, if she's there, then good. If she's not, then good. But I'm there to worship God. So, I'm not supporting her, but I'm supporting the church because I'm a member of the church and I'm worshiping God.
Nah, you can't get that answer wrong. We're gonna bring that back. So
Oh, why not?
hold on, because if the first lady was again like Shanae, if the first lady was hosting a conference, hosting a women's conference and preaching about being a Proverbs 31 woman, you gonna sit under her teaching, correct? Because you going to serve God. She's giving the word.
We can always vote her out. It's the democratic country,
You can't vote.
anyways.
You can't.
We usually
Hold on. You cannot
what?
vote. You can't.
Huh?
If you vote, remember when you get married, you and the pastor and his wife is one. So if you voting her out, you voting your pastor out.
But you said it's just the leading, right? It's a woman conference. Someone can, some other woman can lead, not just the pastor's wife.
So you gonna just
So
so
maybe
you and the ladies are gonna disrupt the woman conference because your pastor
Not really.
is preaching?
But she knows what she did. So technically, if she has some shame on herself, she would go down and just be the member.
Yo,
You know.
listen. Me and Kathy was just watching a video recently,
Hmm.
and I got it on LTA radar. Our pastor, in the middle of preaching his service, a woman walks into the church pregnant, screams out in the middle of the service while the pastor is preaching, "This is my baby, and he's the father," causing a controversy in the middle of the sermon. She's yelling and hooping and hollering. The first lady just now finding out, right? I bring this situation up because church members in the church, right after that, saying they getting rid of the
They
pastor.
have
And Kathy,
to.
what the pastor say? When all the church members who was arguing in the front row, he gotta
He
go. He
said they
gotta
should
go.
call the
What
police
the
to
pastor
get him
say?
out.
She don't even remember.
He said he ain't going
Yeah,
nowhere.
he said they ain't going nowhere. He said that's not how the church. He said that's not how the laws of the church work.
That's a different situation here, but this
Different
one.
situation, but it's still the same. Like, yo, your pastor and the first lady is one. So,
Well,
so
first off,
even,
there's
hold on. Even if I was married to the first lady and I accepted her as who she is and what she did,
mhm.
it's my job as the pastor to protect her when you trying to come at her sideways. So if I was going to rebuke anyone, who you think I'm going to rebuke?
Well, let's say there's a peaceful talk. So the the leaders of the church can talk with the pastors and then let everybody know what would happen.
Who's the ultimate leader of the church?
The pastor, but you have deacons,
The, de-
and then the ultimate leader is God.
the deacons don't have no pull when it comes to that. The deacons are there to
Yeah, but
serve the church, man. They serve the church. The pastor is the lead. He's supposed to be led by God. So if he's saying that God told him to let the first lady speak and give a message, y'all have to accept it.
how can he just say God let him? I mean,
How can what? Say that again.
some there's some false prophets like God told me to let this woman speak. I mean,
His wife.
yeah, that's bit hard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are you.
Oh man, Mercedes, you agree with her?
That's my
There,
opinion, though.
there is
You agree with her,
a
Mercedes?
verse in the Bible that if one or two agreed in my name, then I am with them. So probably they can make a vote.
Hold on, man. Hold on. See. I'm one of those people that I hate when people start quoting scriptures, right? And then I can use whatever you say against you. So what if since your congregation is voting, what if I get a whole bunch of pastors who agree with me that if I accept my wife to be the first lady, all the pastors from all the local churches around and the bishops are all going to come into agreement that if me as the pastor is accepting my wife, then you as the church
Yeah,
got
then I
accepted
am
too.
with them.
And what if I hit you with the you can't throw the stone? I forgot what Jesus said about the person plot your own eye out. What was it? I forgot what it was.
If your
You
left
can't
hand
you
causes
can't
you to
throw
sin,
rock. No. I might be messing it up. But cuz laughing at me over there. But you know what I'm saying? You can't. It's pretty much saying that you can't judge somebody if we reflect it and you
Hmm.
you got your own issues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm I'm bad at quoting scriptures. So I'll be the first to admit.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll be the first to admit. But you can't just be throwing. So I'm saying if I got all my pastor buddies to
Then
agree
I
with
will
me,
agree with
then
them.
what?
Oh, majority wins.
It's not about majority. It's the pastors. The pastors. Your church is more than me getting the local pastors. But if the local
I won't
pastors is with me,
resist. I
then what?
will accept it if that's the case. And I will support the first lady if that's the case. Yeah.
So you are supporting the first lady then. Jenny, you?
I would,
Jenny.
yeah, I think I would go with the majority. Whoever they're supporting, I'll support as well.
So hold on, let me ask you a question, Jenny. Let's say you and your husband is going through some rough times and you need counseling. And you and your pastor, you come to the pastor's house to get counseling. And the pastor says, all right, we're going to split up. I'm going to take your husband, and the first lady's going to take you in the kitchen and talk to you. Are you going to sit there and receive the counseling of this lady?
No, I think it should be both of us. Both.
Yeah, but he's separating y'all so they can talk one on one. So pastor's talking to your husband, and first lady is talking to you. Are you sitting there under her leadership in that moment?
I don't think that would be helpful.
It wouldn't be
It's
helpful. Why
crazy.
wouldn't it be helpful?
Like, I think they both be giving different advices, and so that wouldn't resolve anything. They should be one in giving out advice since they're both also husband and
They
wife.
both are both going to be giving you the same advice.
Are they?
It's being delivered from two different people.
Are they?
You don't think
Then why
you
should
don't think
they let us sit apart, or why not just sit us together and give the
hold on,
advice?
Jen. If you was going to marriage counseling, there's going to be some sessions where your husband is going to sit
Yeah.
with the counselor by himself, and there's going to be some sessions when you sit with the counselor by yourself. So it's nothing wrong with them separating y'all two so y'all can talk. That's normal. So I don't know what your issue is. You don't have an issue here.
No.
No, I know. So my question is, would you sit and listen to First Lady talk to you about your problems?
Are they gonna give the same advice as you said?
You got to talk about it when you get home. What does that matter? You got to talk to your husband when you get home.
I think we should just be talking together.
Fritz, Fritz, are you taking advice? Would you let your wife sit under the advice of the pastor and his first lady who did this?
No, no, no.
Flat out no. Y'all
Yeah,
just want to see a different marriage counselor
yeah,
altogether.
yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot. Like,
All
you can go to
right,
somebody
so
else.
you saying no? So you saying no? So then, would you even go to your pastor for counseling,
No,
marriage counseling?
no. I'll go
He
to
can't
him.
help you.
I'll go to him for something else. But you know, if there's something that I need to get advice from, then that's not the thing.
So are you leaving the church then? So you wouldn't leave the church?
I probably would, because there could also be a peaceful dismissal or like separation from the church. As much as I would like to.
From who though? What would the pastor? Why would the pastor have to get dismissed? He
No,
didn't do
no,
anything.
me, not the pastor, me.
Oh, you would ask for a dismissal.
Yeah, if the majority would support like first lady or whatever, um, and if it's gonna
So hold on, you would want your pastor to get a divorce with his wife?
not really. I'm not gonna impose anything on him or like give him options on what he can do. But if it's gonna happen and it's gonna be our church, for example, if our pastor would happen to have that kind of situation, definitely, um, I have the prerogative to be in that church or not to be in that church.
You will have the prerogative to be in that church or not to be in that church.
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, that pastor is innocent. He married his wife. It comes out that she had paid for sex
Yeah.
2 weeks prior to their marriage. Right.
Right.
All right. He chose to forgive her and move on. It's time for you to get married. Is he doing your wedding?
No. No.
Wow. So if he can't even get the privilege to do your wedding, why even go there? Why sit under his teaching if he can't even do
Right.
your wedding?
That's what I'm saying. That if that happens, then definitely I have I have to make a choice if I'm gonna stay on this church or not.
But
You know,
that so his wife cheating on him reflects the character of him.
not really, but it's about the testimony of the church itself as well, where you belong. Of course, we have to be gracious on that, but you know, um, there's gonna be like wounds that
Hold on,
needs
no,
to
hold
be
on, no, Fritz. I'm about to pick at you, Fritz. Shouldn't the testimony of the church should be to show grace and forgive?
right, right,
Shouldn't it be the testimony of the church?
right. That
So why could we do the same thing and forgive the pastor's wife for we are supposed to forgive sinners when they sin,
yeah,
and the church should be the first one to accept them back.
right. But you can forgive and forget what she has done by you know not staying in the church.
But wouldn't that be? I'm saying wouldn't be the motto that God wants us to show as the church is to forgive people when they sin and show them love and grace and usher them back into living a right way.
Of course, but if she's gonna be in the leadership after what she has done, then that's another standard. She can be in the church, in the universal
Hold
church,
on,
and
hold on,
wherever.
hold on, because Red is shaking her head. Yeah, is he not a God of a second chance?
He is, but there are standards for leadership.
And so he's not a God of a second chance for even, yo, you know how many times Peter denied him? Peter denied him, my brother.
Right, but he did
Peter
not commit
denied,
sexual immorality.
a sin is a sin. He rejected Christ.
Right, but if you look at Second Timothy, there are standards that needs to be followed if you're gonna be a leader of the church. Like you have to be married once, and and all that. So if those are gonna be violated as well,
Hold on. So if he got to be married once. So if he got married, got a divorce, and then he's going to remarry again, and he's now in the second marriage, he's not qualified to be a pastor?
that's what it stated. Yes. So
Jen, you shaking your head. Hold
we
on, Jen, you in agreement with that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I'm
that
not,
is true.
I'm not
Because
saying
yeah,
I'm
that's
saying to
true.
you. So are you in agreement? So he shouldn't be the pastor at all.
So I'm saying that I know where churches where like a pastor, a person who wanted to be pastor could not because he had been married twice. So I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. But like I said, if I had stayed in the, I mean, I if I had stayed in the church already through their marriage, I would have stayed through this too. Now, I don't know about the women's conference. She better get a guest speaker. A couple of them. She could be the host, but whatever.
So Ed, you going with Fritz? If the pastor if he on the second marriage, he ain't qualified to be your pastor.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is what the scripture
Oh
says.
man,
So,
hold on. You said that with no confidence, man. You got to stand on that, man. Because the truth of the matter, this is a true story. Actually, this story that's here is a true story. Me and Kat made this story up based off a true story. This is a mega pastor who has a big church and a big following. He already has 3 kids from his first wife, got a divorce. He's still a pastor. And then he just, now, like, if I'm going to blame the pastor, I'm going to blame him for his poor decision of marrying a person not even in the church at all. You know what I mean? With this past and everything. Like, to me, I wouldn't want to go to his church, not for the reasons why y'all saying, but yo, bro, like, you're not equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? Since you're not equally yoked, this is
And he
this is
didn't
gonna
also
fail.
do his due
It's meant to
diligence
fail
to
because
background check the woman that he's about to marry.
I believe he did do his background check. I just think that he loved her so much because sometimes love make you do stupid stuff. He did his background check. It's evident. You can know who her previous husband is. She got a talk show and everything. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's not public knowledge. know what I'm saying? And he a mega pastor. You should have known that this was gonna make news anyway. But yet and still he chose to marry her. Love makes us do stupid things sometimes. Makes dumb decisions sometimes. Sometimes, and then on top of that, y'all want an explanation to sometimes you don't have an explanation. I don't know why I did it. I don't know. Can't explain it. It is what it is. Sometimes you don't got explanation. I just did it. And you just gotta own up to it. So hey, you not accepting that?
I'm actually wondering how he got to become a pastor, and yet he couldn't do his homework well. Why would you marry someone? You already know.
Let me tell you how that happens though, right? Let me tell you how this happens. First, preachers, and I'm telling you this from experience, not because I'm a pastor or anything, but I grew up in the church all my life. I've seen countless pastors who fall into this category. First, they become a pastor. They go through association. Then they come under somebody else's leadership and they grow up in the church and they wait for their turn to become pastor or get some leadership role. And that turn never comes. So you know what they do? They do what Satan did. They take a third of the church and they start their own church. And then they start their own church. And when they start their own church, they the boss of their own church. So when you want to discipline the boss own the building of the church. The boss own, I've seen this happen many times in my life. The boss own the church. He owned the parking lot. He owned the house that the church bought as well. All of it is in his name. He's the owner of the church building. And he started the church with his own money, sweat and tears.
Who gonna check?
Huh?
I said, so who gonna check
Yeah.
me, boo?
So it's his church. He started the church. So you want to then check the church. You want to check the pastor, but the pastor started the church. It's his church. It's like you. If you wanted to be a pastor, technically speaking, whether you qualified or not, you can probably open up a storefront right now and start a church, brother. True story? True story? Fritz, is that a true story, Fritz?
That is. We have churches like that here.
I know this. It's like that everywhere. It's like that in Kenya too.
Yeah, and I don't like it actually, because everyone now wants to become a pastor. So I think maybe they should offer like certificates to pastors, like to
And then,
start their own
check this
churches.
out.
Cause
Check this out. And then the church where the pastor owns, when they grow it up a little bit, then they start a school and they start giving out certificates for you to go to their church and become and get a certificate from that church. And now you got a certificate to minister under their ministry. And then they like, yo, we not hating. You can start a church and then you can call me bishop, and you can start your own storefront as well, and you can have 20 members in your church, and you be the pastor, and I be your bishop.
yeah, I think maybe like the government should be the one giving out the certificates.
Church and state got to be separate, man.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, but there are really many nowadays.
So going back to you, Ed. So what you saying, Ed? How you handle that, Ed?
I think I'll just leave the church. That church, yeah.
Just leave the church.
To save my, yeah, just leave the church, yeah.
So you're not even let him do your
Like,
wedding or nothing. You're not gonna. You're not.
no.
You're not gonna go to the church front.
No. I'll want nothing to do with him. I'm sorry.
And it's but he didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong, Eddie.
He made the wrong choices.
Eddie, you ain't say that until I said that. Eddie, come on now, Eddie. You was with him. He was your.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not with him. No.
He was the bishop, the right bishop.
No, I don't think. No.
All right, I hear you. All right, cool. I guess. I mean, anybody want to put some last thoughts into this real quick? You know what I mean? Fritz, it's good to see you, Fritz. It's good to see you, my brother.
Good to see you too, Aaron, and all of you guys.
It's good to see you, my brother. I hope you feel a little better. You know what I mean? But give me some last words on this, man. So, the pastor's wife. You saying you're not with her? You leaving this one alone?
Yeah, uh, I have to. If I
You
have
leaving
to,
the church?
I'm gonna leave. Uh, for me, for my family, and for them as well. If they want to continue ministry by the standards that they want to hold on to, then definitely go ahead. Like, yeah, I'm at peace with that. If they want to continue ministry and the first lady would still continue to minister, then go ahead. But I'm not gonna submit myself to that kind of leadership where, you know, one scripture is being compromised for another. So yeah, there's still Christians if they, if they continue to, but I have to be in a church where I have the confidence to follow that they are following the scriptures without compromising um whatever is said or whatever is written. So
I got one last question for Jennifer Cuzzo. What if the church is growing, Jennifer? Let's say under his leadership, the pastor's leadership, and the first lady. What if the church start growing? It's like growing, and they doing mighty good things in the what we say Mercedes. They doing good works. They doing a whole bunch of good works in the community. They doing community good works. Would you say that Jesus is in that?
You mean and
Come on now, is Jesus in that? They doing good works. Him and the first lady.
that they do like feeding the poor and everything. I mean, not anybody can do good works. You could do good works and not have Christ behind it. So, I mean, you know, there's that. So no.
We're gonna tap out on that one right there. Red, good works. The church is thriving, Red. Good works. You rolling with that?
Well, let's say if you're going to be a pastor and if God's will for you to be a pastor and then you know fish out of it because they're fishermen. There's no stopping to that.
Okay.
So
Mercedes. Hold on, Mercedes. Let's say you seen this pastor on TV, and one day you in a supermarket buying some groceries, and the first lady's in there, and she see you and she give you a hug and say, "You know what, Mercedes, let me pray for you."
Sure, you can. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Are you gonna let her pray for
I'm
you?
not. Uh, I
You
won't
let
confront her or
you let
anything.
the first lady
Just
pray for
do
you?
what you gotta do. Like, if it's in your heart to pray for me, then I'll take it.
Okay. Okay. Fritz, you let first lady pray for you?
I mean, go ahead, pray for me, but
I can't hear you, my brother. I can't hear you.
sorry.
There you go.
All right,
Are you
yeah,
letting the first lady pray for you in the grocery store? Are
go
you holding
ahead,
some apples?
go ahead, pray for me if you want. If you want to, I have no beef with it. Like, more prayers, the better.
Eddie, you
But
letting Eddie, you letting her put hands on you? You gonna let her touch your forehead and pray for you?
Honestly speaking, I'll politely decline.
How do you decline a prayer, man?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Some other time, maybe.
Oh man. Yo, we signing out, man. The pastor's wife. Y'all funny, man. I did get Shania to change her mind on that. I got one. Bring it back. So I did get you to bring it back, Shania. So good. Um, but yo, we signing out. The pastor's wife. I thank y'all for joining. Red, I thank you for joining us tonight. know what I'm saying? We appreciate you for being on the podcast tonight. Round of applause for you. Shania, it's good to see you again, Shania. I'm glad. I hope everything's all well. I know you was out last week and stuff, so I'm glad to see you back on the show. My man Fritz, appreciate you, my man. It's good to see you, Eddie. It's always a pleasure. To all my regulars, we love y'all. We signing out. Holla at your boy. Yo, we out of here. Shout out to the host of the show who you know who
I appreciate you.
hold us down. You know, I had to come in the clutch. But we from me and the host, we appreciate y'all and we love y'all. We see y'all next week. I should see y'all next week. We out. Peace.